Hello guys, welcome again. So let's talk about Bitcoin. I'm sorry I couldn't be online for a few days. It's because, well, I was taking a break actually. I was taking a break. Now, again, let's keep working. So, okay, so let's start with Bitcoin. As you can see here, last time when we were talking about, well, we were in this live stream. I was in this live stream. I was saying, hey, careful here because if Bitcoin crash, it could crash between $84,000 to 80K around here. And why? Because, well, we have the volume profile is actually showing us this area around between 84 to $80,000 around here. What I did in my case is very simple. In my case, I opened multiple orders by orders, right, are between 84 to $80,000 here, multiple orders, and my average price right now is $82,000. This is my average price right now here. This is my average price in weekly long position. I am in a weekly position looking for a potential buy signal in the weekly chart. For example, I'm gonna remove this. Potentially a buy signal for me, maybe potentially in December or by the end of the month, as long as Bitcoin is holding the MA55. Okay, I'm looking for this potential buy signal, looking for maybe another test to maybe 100K in December, potentially yes, but let's see. So right now here, as you can see, Bitcoin is bouncing here, is defending the MA55. Perfect. Actually, we have this close. The sell pressure is still to the downside. ADX is positive here, so there is no sign of reversal right now, of course not, but eventually I'm looking for a potential buy signal here in weekly chart. If we see this buy signal, well, we can expect around $96,000 and potentially maybe 100K, 105 around there, potentially yes. But looking for maybe a new all-time high, I don't know, I don't think so, because let me show you here the monthly. We will have the monthly in a few days, and actually this close is very, very important. And as you can see here, we have here the ADX is negative here. We have official sell signal here, and also the volume broke the previous low of 2023. Here is falling, so there is a very high chance we could see another maybe December, maybe January, February, around there. We will see major crashes. December, I'm expecting a bounce. December, I'm expecting maybe a decent bounce. All the altcoins will keep bouncing here for maybe 1 month or two, and after that major crash all the way down maybe to 60K, even actually 45K in 2026. So now in 1-day chart, what I'm doing right now in 1-day chart, well, first of all here, as I said before, in weekly chart I am $82,000. $82,000 is my long-term position right now here, looking for around the MA55, 100K, 97, kind of, yeah. But in 4-hour chart, what I'm doing, I am trading actually right now in 4-hour chart. So in 4-hour chart, what I was doing, first of all, when I saw this signal here, this signal, actually this live stream is going to be very interesting, because if you want to learn my system of trading, this is actually a very good example here. Let me show you here. Here, Bitcoin was about to test the MA55 here, and after that, let me show you here what happened. This happened a few days ago. And as you can see here, I opened a short position here, looking for a potential pullback all the way down to $4,000, 700, 500, around here. Where is the volume profile here, as you can see here, right? I was looking for this, and actually I posted this. Let me show you here the website. One moment. Let me. I'm gonna show you. Okay, public trades, close. Okay, I need to, well, okay, let me show you here. We have this signal here, this one here, this one. If we open the details here. I opened a short position around $87,000, 700, around here, looking for actually $84,000, 500. But what happened? Well, what happened is very simple. I canceled this trade I canceled just actually, as you can see here, after maybe 2 days, just waiting for this 28 hours, I canceled this trade. And I will tell you why I canceled this trade. Let me show you here. The reason is very simple, is time. It's time. Right now, here we have the sell signal. Yeah, ADX is negative here. Testing resistance here, MA55, and it's dropping, right? Yes, okay. It's dropping, but instead of crashing, right, is just in sideways, defending this line, this area around $86,000, defending this area. So that's why when I saw this about crossing the zero line here one day before, yeah, let me just move it here. Yes, when I let maybe a couple of days, around 24 hours, 40 hours maximum, and nothing happened, the price didn't crash, well, that was the signal, okay, I need to cancel this trade. I need to cancel this trade because Bitcoin actually is holding this area, and of course we will see a potential continuation to the upside. Okay, so what I did, I just canceled the trade. Let me show you here. I canceled just the trade here, where I just pay the fees. You see, 0.23%. I just canceled the trade around $87,500. So very, very small. And after that, well, I just said, okay, I share another trade in my community. Let me show you here. Is this one? Yeah, this one. And yesterday in 1 hour chart, I said, okay, Bitcoin is in sideways, low volatility here, low volatility. We have a potential buy signal forming here. Not this one, but we have this one, right? Well, actually around here. Let me remove this. I'm gonna show you properly what I'm talking about. We have this actually potential buy signal here. Let me show you a little bit more. Okay, as you can see here, we have this sideways here between $88,000 and $86,000, very small range. So what's okay, I'm gonna take the next buy signal here. The next buy signal exactly here is where I open a new long position, looking for a potential breakout, looking for maybe around $90,000, 91. And why? Because timing. If we go to 4 hour chart, let me show you 4 hour chart. Yeah, 4 hour chart is not crashing. Actually, it's actually holding the range, right? Holding the range. So the next area of resistance is around here, around $90,000, 91. So potentially we could see a breakout here. So that's why I posted this trade in my, of course it's public and you can see it. And the entry was at actually technically 86,900 around here. And from there, I just protected my entry around $80,000, $85,500 around here. Around here, my stop loss was around here. And my entry, this is my stop loss. Yep. And my potential target was actually 90K around here, where the risk and reward ratio is around 2.60, actually very, very good. So what happened after that? Well, let's see, because I was sleeping. So let me show you here. What happened after that? My target hit. You see? That's why it's extremely important. Timing is very, very important, as you can see here, right? So invalidations, we have our setup, we have a plan, but also we have invalidation plan, right? What must happen in the market to maybe cancel or even take a loss, because we have to take the loss potentially. So right now here is Bitcoin. Okay, now, okay, good, perfect. So as you can see here, you can enter to my website and you will see in the section journal, you can see all my positions. For now, right now, they are just public because I want to show you like actually how I'm doing. Maybe after maybe 10 or 20 trades, like you can see actually all the executions. This is going to be private. This is going to be private. It's going to be part of another plan in my website where only private members will access to this. It's just for people like actually want to learn about trading, yeah, because you can study the executions, all the process from the beginning to the end. Now, what is next? Okay, now Bitcoin, we are here. Okay, we are here. And as you can see here, we have in 4-hour chart, let me show you here, in 4-hour chart, the next area of resistance is actually here. Exactly here, between $91,000 and $90,000. Now, I am bullish? Not anymore. I took my profits right now here. Why? Because Bitcoin is forming a better divergence in 4-hour chart. Let me show you here. Volume, we have a better divergence right now here forming, and actually 4-hour chart we have a very weak momentum here, a better divergence as well. So this is resistance. Yes. In some point, maybe today or tomorrow, I don't know, I will open shorts. Why? Because the trend is my friend, and the trend is to the downside. Okay, just one thing, this is in the short term. I'm not talking about swings. I'm not talking from here Bitcoin will go to zero. No. I'm talking just maybe just a retracement, right? A retracement and continuation. Okay, this is just a retracement. If you miss this move, well, wait for the pullback then, and after that continue, because the target is around 96, 97. In my case, I am trading 4-hour chart. So let me show you here one moment. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So as you can see here, I closed my position here around $91,000 around here. Yes. I closed my position here. I took profits because this is area of resistance around $90,000, $91,000 around here. This is the resistance area. And also we have a better divergence forming right now in OBB, as you can see here in 4-hour chart, and also in curve, right? So we will see this potential sell signal right now, maybe in the next 24 hours. The only problem I have here is just weekend, right? So, well, it's Tuesday here in Japan. In America it's Wednesday, I think. So maybe I will do it. But don't get me wrong, this is just a pullback. Okay, if we see this signal here, of course, the trend, my friend, in 4-hour chart is trending to the downside. Potentially another pullback, maybe this time 86, 85, potentially yes. But I have to tell you something. If we see this pullback, it's gonna be a buy opportunity. And why is a buy opportunity? Why? Because everything is crashing, right? Bear market is here. No, my friend. No. Technically, yes, we're about to start the bear market, but we don't have the Bitcoin must tell us right now if we are in a bear market. And let me show you why. First of all, in 1-day chart here, in 1-day chart, officially we have here a formal buy signal. ADX is negative here, buy signal in 1-day chart. So the momentum to the downside is very weak. So we will see continuation all December, potentially all December. We will see continuation to the upside. Okay, we will see continuation. Targets, the first target, of course, following volume profile, is $95,000 around here, and the second and maybe the last one is going to be around 100K, okay, by December potentially. Okay, so they will be a sell opportunity, I can tell you right now. Why? Because there is no volume to support this move in 1-day chart. Okay, let me show you. There is no volume here, right? It's crashing. There is no volume variance. There is nothing here. We have potentially this is potentially target number 1, target number 2 potentially, but it could take a couple of weeks, maybe 1 month. Okay, so my plan is very simple. I will continue in 4-hour chart, right? I will just open longs and shorts, open long, short, following the trend, because this is a small trend in 4-hour chart. Let me show you here. We have a small trend forming right now here, right? So it will continue maybe something like this, right? Something like this, and after that like this, and after that like this, okay? So the thing is, we are trading a bounce. That's my point. We are trading a bounce. This could trigger something very interesting. If we see Bitcoin at $97,000, 100K, 100K, $97,000 around here. Around here. we could see a potentially buy signal in weekly chart. Okay, so where is the MA55? It's exactly at $98,000 right now. So what I'm telling you right now is very simple. Bitcoin will be in sideways potentially all December from around maybe 100K and 86. Something similar as we saw in 2021. Bitcoin broke the MA55, this is the MA100, and is staying sideways for maybe 2 months, as you can see here. Kind of the same thing, similar thing. And sadly, from there, we saw another 60% crash. You see? Around 64% crash. So that is my expectation, of course, right? I could be wrong. But historically speaking, every time when OBB is actually breaking the center line in weekly chart, we have a bear market, okay? I am just following the rules of my system. That's all. It's the only thing. My system is telling me the bear market is about to start in 2026. So this bounce potentially is going to be all December here. Let me just remove this, and potentially we could see December just Bitcoin is sideways within 100K and $84,000 around here, maybe a couple months, and after that we could see a major crash, 60%. Imagine maybe 100K, 60% should be around 40-50K. Now, invalidations, remember, invalidations is extremely important. If you are bullish right now, you don't want to see Bitcoin getting rejected by MA55 around 100K. What you want to see is just, instead of sideways, you want to see something like this. Okay? Something like this. So right now, I'm telling you something. My projection for Bitcoin in maybe January, December and January is going to be sideways in weekly chart and bounce. Okay? No more crash. I am not calling for $60,000, 65, no. I am calling for sideways or bounce, where the maximum target should be around 100K. If Bitcoin breaks 100K and close about there, we will see another 115K, 120. The probability is low, but it's possible. It's possible, okay? So that's why don't be that bearish. Like, oh my God, Bitcoin is gonna crash to 60K, 50K, 40K. No, please don't follow the news. Follow the system. The system is telling you what to do. Of course, based on probabilities, right? The system could fail. Yes, could fail. But as I said before, like the win rate of my system in weekly chart is around 75%. Yeah, I backtested this system since 7 years ago. I built this system 7 years ago, and actually it's working very, very good. Yeah, so that's why the only thing we have to do is just following the rules of the system, and that's all. Give me 1 second. Okay, so now let's continue with the long term, because this live stream is gonna be about more long term, what I'm going to do, and it's very simple. Yeah, let me show you here the monthly chart. In the monthly chart, technically speaking, it's gonna be the first time I'm going to show you something is not part of my system of trading, but usually I use it in the previous bottoms. Okay, we know here, and okay, we know the MA55, MA100 is the area to buy, right? The but sometimes I like to use this indicator. This indicator, it's not this one. No, this one is not good. Let me show you another one. One moment. I don't know why I can see. I don't see properly this the indicator. Is this one? Well, I will check because I was using another indicator, but I cannot find the right indicator. The point here is like this indicator is the Kisi indicator. I have a version where actually the bottom usually is in the green area, but I will show you in maybe tomorrow in my next live stream. I need to check first. But first of all here, what I want to share with you today in this live stream is about the where I will start buying Bitcoin. Where? And it's very simple actually. Victor, thank you for your spam. I'm gonna just remove you. Okay, thank you. Thank you, another bot. Thank you so much. Let me just spam. Okay, and I remove the spam from the comments. Okay, so historically speaking, the area to buy here is around the MA100, MA55, right? As you can see here, and this is the bottom here, and also this is the bottom here. Yeah, and also here the MA55, and also if we continue here, the MA55 again is here. Now, from the top to the bottom, usually is around 86, 85, 75, but something is wrong here. Something is wrong here. If this is the top, actually, 126 around here, to the top, to the bottom is around 66. Honestly, I think is not. I was expecting more. Two scenarios here, or this is not the top, and actually we could see another high, maybe 140, 150, or we could see finally a potential break of the trend, and that is something I want to warn you here, because of course I will follow the rules, and when I see Bitcoin, the first buy opportunity for me for Bitcoin is when I see Bitcoin around $65,000 around here. That is going to be the first big buy for me. And the second big buy opportunity for me is going to be when I see Bitcoin at 50K. And also from 50K below there, I will just continue buying. Okay. I don't care the price. I will just continue buying and buying and buying and buying more. Okay. But buying long term, like big quantities or like a significant quantity of Bitcoin or amount of money, whatever you want to call it, at $90,000, I think for me is not very smart. I think right now, for example, in my case, what I did in weekly chart, when I saw $80,000, 81, I bought in a spot, just a little bit, because I like to follow this principle, like a pyramid principle. Let me show you here, something like this, where a small buy is here, another buy here, but as you can see here is bigger and bigger, right? So what I'm applying is DCA here, but we can apply also with volume profile here. Let me show you here. Here, if we apply this principle here with volume profile, let me show you here. I think I can draw a triangle here better. Yep, here is here. So for example, this is the area here, here, and here. So my first buy, my first small, very small buy was here around $80,000. Here. My second buy is gonna be around maybe around 65K here. And let me just do it here properly, 84. And here is around this area. This area is my biggest buy here. Let me just make the triangle even bigger. And the last one, where I will go technically all in if we see 45, 50K around this area. And I'm just following the volume profile, as you can see here, right? This is something I call well, this is just on my own term, volume profile DCA, yeah, because I am using for volume profile, where actually in the past the asset was actually it was very interesting in the past, right? I am not buying like every weekend I'm gonna buy $200 for 20 years and let's see. No, I don't follow that kind of things. So here, as you can see here, I am just buying in where is actually volume is actually important. Yeah. Of course, buying here at $90,000, 95, it was potentially a potential buy opportunity here, but not for me, because for me it's very expensive buying Bitcoin at 94, 95, especially with various divergences and also monthly sell signal. No, thank you. So that's why this is my plan. This is my plan. Yeah, I'm sharing with you. Of course, it's gonna take maybe 1 year or two. I don't care. I will just wait. But the first buy is here, the second buy is here, and the last one is here. And as you can see here, the quantity is even more when the market is even crashing more. Below here, I will just keep buying even more and more and more and more. Okay. Okay. So this is the principle I'm following right now. And well, let me show you here in the short term right now what actually I'm doing. As I said before, I am looking for a potential. I'm gonna show you this one. I am using right now this one. I'm gonna update. I'm gonna explain the reasons why I am testing this volume profile. Actually, it's very good. I really like it. But as you can see here in 4-hour chart, the resistance is actually here around a. Let me go. Yeah, around here. Bitstamp around this area. Yeah, this area is where actually I'm looking for a potential resistance. 91, 92, around there is where I'm looking for a potential better divergence. As you can see here, the better divergence is forming here. So that's why I closed my position. I took profits. I'm looking for a potential pullback. Okay. Now let's continue with USD dominance. USD dominance actually is very important because we want to know what actually is going on. As you can see here, for our chart, testing the MA100, we have potential bullish divergence forming right now here. And finally, we are going to enter in the area of support, as you can see here, right? In this area of support. And let me show you the 1-day chart. 1-day chart is very obvious. It's looking like a pullback, and the pullback is around 5.45%. So, of course, we will see this is actually making sense. My target for December, 97, 100K, around that area, makes sense with this target as well in USDT. So this is actually sell signal ADX, but it's not very strong. It's just a pullback. This is trending, my friend. This is trending. This is a trend. Okay, this is trending. What does that mean? Bitcoin actually will continue crashing, or at least forming a range between 100K and $80,000 around there. Now let me show you something very interesting here. We have ADX very strong, momentum is very strong, volume is impressive, even actually is even higher than the highest point in 2022. 2022 in January, Bitcoin found the bottom here, yes, and right now here is the opposite. Actually, right now the move is happening. It actually didn't happen because it didn't break the range, not yet. Eventually, I'm looking for this break to the upside, looking for maybe 8%, looking for a real breakout. So that's why wait for it, because this is continuation. 1-day chart is actually showing a very strong trend right now here. So right now the pullback, yes, all the people in the market will be very happy. Oh my God, yeah, the bottom is already in, blah, 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 blah. And after that, you will see another bounce here, okay? Now let's talk about the monthly, because in 3 days we have the monthly close. This is actually very bullish. Let me show you. This is wonderful. This chart is beautiful here, yeah? This is beautiful. We have accumulation. Look at this volume. This volume is massive. Is it even higher than 2023? I would like to, you know, where I can actually, if you know, maybe a symbol here on TradingView, where we can study all the USDT, all the history of USDT, because I would like to have more data here, more volume. But this is accumulation, a typical accumulation. So this is a buy signal here forming here, looking for actually a breakout. Yes, 8%, but in 2026, 2027, there is a very strong possibility to see new all-time highs. So that's why we're careful with Bitcoin. Yeah, as investor, we must be happy. We must be very, 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 very happy. And let me show you something else. In bi-monthly, we have a formal buy signal. This is a new thing. It's the first time we have this signal since, well, since 2019 is the first. And the indicator is showing me here, right? Since 2019, is the first buy signal in 6 years. So this is gonna be, actually, I'm very worried about this signal, because if this signal is true, of course the trend is your friend, and the trend is gonna be like new all-time high. So that's why I'm a bit worried, like maybe 2026, 2027 is not gonna be very good for Bitcoin and altcoins. So that's why be careful here. It's very obvious for me, like all this process, this area, as you can see here, we have not just only one, we have two indicators. We have two candles here, a shooting star and a Gemstone candle here together, telling you like actually this is actually the top of the market potentially, right? So that's why if you are bullish right now for Bitcoin, we will have a buy signal very soon. Maybe next first week of December, potentially this buy signal here in weekly chart, and this signal must be strong enough to actually break 100k, and potentially we could see continuation, but the odds are very low. So that's why careful here. If you're holding Bitcoin, not financial advice, but it depends, right? It depends. If you are here around 15k, 20k, I don't know, I will just consider taking some profits. If you bought Bitcoin at $80,000 like me, just protect your entry, manage your risk, right? Manage your risk, right? Manage your risk, because now you're in profit, right? But you must be open for the possibility that actually Bitcoin is about to start the bear market. Okay. Now let's continue with altcoins. Last time when I didn't total two. Let's talk about the total two, where we can see all the altcoins. Okay. So first of all, here the trend is your friend here, and this actually is testing the MI55 continuation, a potentially bounce. Potentially December we could see a nice rally for all the altcoins. Yeah, actually I agree. Bitcoin will keep bouncing here, and altcoins will keep pumping. Well, bouncing as well. Okay, but don't get me wrong. This is gonna be, of course, a sell opportunity in the long term. Of course, let me show you here the monthly chart. In the monthly chart, we have what we have here. We have, oh my God, we have a better divergence here with ADX negative here, new high here, new high here. This is the scale of this thing is very okay. You see the better divergence is obvious here, right? We have a better divergence here, better divergence, and ADX is negative here, looking for in the long term 2026, right? 2026 around here, another test to maybe 900 around here. And if everything crash, we could see maybe 500, 600. But as I said before, as investor, you must be very, very happy, because we were waiting for this for years, right? So that's why it would be nice if we can actually see a decent pullback, well, or very strong pullback, right? Even more. I wanna buy Solana at maybe, I don't know, like $50. It would be awesome, right? Yeah. Okay. So now let's talk about altcoins. What we can expect, as I said before, we are expecting a bounce all December, potentially January. Yes. So I am bullish here. Looking for Solana, testing maybe around 170, 180 potentially here. Yes. Ethereum is time for a bounce. Yes. Buy signal potentially here. Looking for a buy signal here. Looking for maybe around 3,300. Yes, definitely possible. XRP actually is doing nice, very good, holding the MI55 here. Doesn't yeah, actually is very nice. Looking for a buy signal here, potentially a bounce. Looking for maybe $3 potentially. Yes. Let's talk about DOT. DOT is looking terrible. This will continue crashing. You have any other coin you wanna see? Just let me know. Yeah, Monant. Yeah, I know Monant. The hype is there. I am guilty. I bought Monant. I bought it. Yes, I bought this coin in here in September, around 0.02. I am up right now. Let me see, around 150. Very nice, and I will keep holding this thing. until maybe I see 0.06 potentially. And the reason I bought it is because, well, first of all, in my group, some people were shilling this coin, like the new Solana, whatever, and it got my attention. But the reason is because I am a technical trader and there is a bullish divergence. All of this, right? It was a bullish divergence forming here. And when I saw the buy signal here, right, around this area is where I bought this coin. And now there are news. The mainnet was released, I think, a couple of days. I didn't know anything about this. Just I was, okay. Potentially another Solana for the next cycle. Oh, well, okay. I'm gonna just buy it. We have a weekly bullish divergence here. So let's see. And now actually it's paying very good. Looking for actually 0.06 and potentially maybe sideways here. I am not planning to close my position. I will just hold this position for maybe I don't care, like all as long as I am in profit, I will just protect my entry and I will just hold this thing for a while. Let's continue. Let's continue with hype. Hype buy signal forming here in maybe in December. Looking for maybe 45, 46, potentially yes. Cardano. Let's talk about Cardano. Cardano is looking very bad actually. It's looking terrible. This thing is looking terrible. I don't have a strong opinion about Cardano. Okay, now let's continue a little bit more with Bitcoin. Now let's talk about the stock market. I think we have time. Let me see. We have 10 minutes left. Okay, so I'm gonna show you the stock market here. The stock market. Let's talk about the SP 500. Okay. Remember what I said to you. Buy the pullbacks, no shorts. Remember, last week it was here and now it's here. You see? Buy signal ADX negative here. Yeah, very simple. No shorts. Nvidia. Buy signal here. No financial advice, but there is where you wanna buy. There. Okay? In 1 day chart. I mean, only for 10 days. Okay? Let's talk about the weekly chart. Let's see. Weekly chart is looking like it's gonna test. No, well, it's forming a range actually. As long as it's holding 170, I am bullish. I am bullish. Even if you see a crash to 150, it's gonna be a buy opportunity. Let's talk about Netflix. Netflix, there is the point. Here is when you want to buy, right? Here, between 94 to 105, because we will see a buy signal. Potentially the last rally of the year. Potentially, yes. Let's talk about Adobe. Adobe here. I am still bullish here. I'm still looking for this potential buy continuation. Yep. As long as it's about 300, I am still bullish, looking for a bullish divergence here in weekly chart. And also my biggest trigger is the buy signal in the monthly. In the monthly, as long as this is holding here, I am looking for actually continuation. Okay. Colgate is bouncing here, very nice. We have a formal weekly chart, buy signal here. Yes, we have it. And I don't know if this is a bullish divergence. Yeah, it's a bullish divergence. Looking for 87. Let's talk about Meta. Buy. The market is about to bounce in December. Okay. Yeah. Very simple. It's very simple. December we'll see actually everything green. Gold. Let me show you here. Sell signal here. This thing is very bullish. Let me show you something about gold. This is a massive breakout with the volume. I think maybe China. But look at this, the volume. Someone is buying gold like never before. Look at this, wonderful, right? Terrible for the markets because maybe 2026 is gonna be terrible, but for now, someone is actually buying a lot of gold, Okay, guys, let me go back to Bitcoin, and after that, I think I will just finish this live stream. Okay. First of all here, one thing, if you want to support this channel, please remember you can go to my website and one moment, let me show you here. 1 second. Okay, so let me show you here. You can go to my website, and it depends, right? You are already supporting the channel, thank you so much, right? But here we have, if you are an active trader, I think this is going to be interesting for you. Because you're an active trader, you are paying fees, right? You are paying fees to the exchange. Plus, maybe you are supporting with Patreon here. So you are spending money paying fees and also here. So the idea is, if you are an active trader, you can use bluffing or top it here. And it depends how much the volume you are trading, because in my case, for example, I am trading around this in volume because I use, it depends, $10,000, $5,000, 3-5x. So in the average volume, actually just 3-4 trades, I can actually reach this. Maybe 10 trades per month, I can reach this level or this level. But the point is, if you're an active trader, you don't have to actually use Patreon to access to the content. Just the only thing you have to do is create a new account here. You get the links here, and automatically the bot in the Discord is going to track your volume, and you will get access to all the content, not just only in the Discord, also here, the private content here of the platform. And also, if you are just learning, you can actually enter here and you can just use the basic the basic plans. Okay, one thing, all this area of the public trades, right now they are public, yes, but some of them, well, actually many of them, they will be actually private in the future. Why they are public right now is because, well, I want to show you how I am trading, the process. You actually want to learn from the beginning to the end. This is actually the best way to learn, right? Because you can see here my entry, the reasons why I am entering right now in long position, and the reasons why I am closing my positions, right? So this is actually a very, very useful tool, because actually you will be able to actually see the full process. Of course, you don't have to do this. You can just keep watching my live streams. I have more than 4 years of live streams here. You can learn my system of trading by just watching. No, you don't have to pay anything. You don't have to enter nothing. This is only for people who actually want to take trading very, very, very seriously. You know what I mean? Like active traders, they want to improve their performance and they want to go all in. Now, I will tell you something. We are in a bear market, potentially, yes. This is the best moment to learn about trading, because you have to apply all the rules, manage your emotions, many things. In the bull markets, actually, it's not like that, because you will get the feeling like, I am an expert because I hold and everything is just keep pumping. The thing is, like, you want to learn about trading, this is the best time. Bear markets actually is the best timing to learn about trading, okay? And thank you for your support, guys. Thank you for your support as usual. Thank you so much. Okay, so let me continue with the chart and the last part of the live stream. Okay, so let me show you here. Right now, as you can see here, Bitcoin is about to test $92,000, 92. This is the resistance area I am looking for, and potentially a short position. Maybe not today, maybe tomorrow, kind of around there. I closed my position at right $91,000, something like that. I'm okay with that. I'm very happy with that. And I will just wait for the setup here. Right now, for example, I said to you in the beginning of this live stream, there is a better range forming right now, but looks like Bitcoin actually OBB is about to break the previous high here, invalidating potentially the sell signal. Well, the only thing I have to do is just waiting. I will wait for the next pullback if I have to do that. I don't care. Okay, but don't rush, and you have to be patient. That is the key. Trading, you must be very, very, very patient. Okay, so in 1 hour chart, in 4 hour chart, there is no entry. There is nothing to do here. Just maybe you can watch Netflix. That's all. In 1 hour chart, you wanna trade here, you can go here, and technically speaking, in 1 hour chart, Bitcoin is in uptrend. Okay, Bitcoin is in uptrend. Let me just close this. I'm gonna remove this. Yes. It's an uptrend here, where you will have to wait for the pullback, right? And after that, continuation to the upside. Okay, pullback, and after that. Now, if you want to open the short here, You will have to wait for confirmation. Don't try to enter before. There is no signal right now. ADX is positive, the momentum is very strong, volume is rising, as you can see here. There is no signals or evidence actually the market or Bitcoin is getting ready for a pullback. Not yet. I think it's gonna take maybe at least 24 hours to see this pullback. Yep. So in my case, what I'm going to do, I'm gonna open shorts only when I see the sell signal here in 4-hour chart. I will open this sell signal looking for a potential pullback around maybe 88, 87, 86, around here, potentially around this area, but no more than that. I am not looking for new lows. I am not looking for a crash. I am not looking for Bitcoin will go to zero. No. Overall, I am bullish all December, looking for a major bounce to 100K. Basically, what Bitcoin is doing is just doing this. It's forming a trend, right? And I am just trading the bounces here, pullbacks, bounce, pullback. I'm trading only this, but the direction is to the upside. Okay, so you are shorting because you are thinking Bitcoin is gonna crash to zero. I'm sorry, but you are gonna get wrecked. Okay, risk management is very important. Okay, guys, thank you for watching, and see you tomorrow.